Good evening, and you join me for Preston North End as they take on Everton in the Carabao Cup second round. Yesterday, I was at the City Ground where Forest didn't quite get the job done against Leeds United. We'll talk about that, and we'll also talk about Preston North End against Everton in just a second's time. This is the Carabao Cup. Hello and a good evening and welcome back aboard to Tom Talks Football. My name is Tom, bringing you the watch along this evening for Preston North End against Everton live in the Carabao Cup second round. You do our watch on the replay. Please make sure you like on the stream, hit that subscribe if you are new. Thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody's choice here today. Kickoff is on the way for you at 8 o'clock in the League Cup. Preston North End at Deepdale hosting Everton. Good evening and welcome aboard. So yesterday it was disappointment for me at the City Ground where Nottingham Forest were outclassed by a very, very strong-looking Leeds United side and also by a referee who was slightly biased in a 2-0 defeat. There will be a matchday vlog airing between 12 and 5 p.m. tomorrow for you lovely people. Mr. B. Harry in the house. Welcome in. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. 2-0 Preston is his prediction. I'm not quite agreeing with that and not ruling out Preston, but I don't quite think it'll be that plain sailing, to be fair. I am going to go actually with a 3-1 win or a 2-1 win for Everton. I think that Everton should get past Preston tonight. And yes, I did get a notification that Celtic blew a 4-0 aggregate lead and I think lost 5-0, then 5-4 in aggregate and have been demoted to the Europa League. Yeah, I did get a notification of that at the City Ground, yes. So, yeah. And it won't be too long either before I'm back at the City Ground either because Arsenal play there pretty soon. Not quite so soon, but soon. And I have put that down as one of my must-attend fixtures this season. So, but yeah, tomorrow about 5 o'clock, you can expect the vlog out for Forest against Leeds. I also got to sit with sit next to a fan who travelled all the way from Finland, actually. And it was his first game in 4 years. So there was a bit of a touch from him. He was very enthusiastic about getting in front of the camera and talking. So, yeah. I'm not sure yet. It depends on how pricey the tickets are because Bournemouth Stadium is still pretty small. So we'll see. We will see. Right, I did have a £1 free bet with Coral, and I have today put on a fourfold acca with that free bet. We've gone for Burnley, Newcastle, Spurs, and Real Madrid to win on that fourfold acca. £2.88 is the max return of a £1 free bet stake. 2 more slips as well from Ladbrokes. We've got Everton to win both halves, over 10.5 corners and over 3.5 goals. A £1 stake there returns £14. Last but not least, we've also got a price boost on Newcastle, Spurs, and Everton all to win. Probably should have put a bit more on, because this one only returns £2.75 for a £1 stake. Michael Martin back in Everton. Let's go, Everton. Come on, Everton. Yeah, I think Everton will get the job done here tonight. Deepdale. Let's have a look. Team news and your match information. We're going to head over to Flash Score for that information. Yes, Flash Score, because I do need them. Yeah. Sofa Score's nice, but doesn't quite meet the team, shall we say. Okie dokie, let's shift this one over to the side screen as well. Not that it'll make any difference to you. You guys will be seeing the same screen. But so far, 4 minutes in, 7:45 kickoffs. Bradford City 0, Burnley 0, Newcastle 0, West Bromwich Albion 0, Spurs 0, Charlton 0. And then we're going to be keeping an eye on that Real Madrid Real Sociedad game as well, kicking off 8 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock Spanish time. And they are in extra time in Conference League qualification between SK Rapid from Austria and Hearts, who are down to 10 men. That one is about 26 minutes away from a penalty shootout. But our focus is on Preston North End against Everton, which we're going to get through the team news for right now. And here it is, just a heads up that Theo Carroll or Brad Potts will not play for Preston North End today, both due to ankle injuries. Then for Everton, Tim Irogbunam and Christian Norgard, signed from Arsenal as well, will not play. Injury unspecified for Christian Norgard and a muscle injury for Tim Irogbunam. And here are the teams. We're going to start with Preston today, and it begins with Lee Nichols in goal, a back four of Andrea Vukcevic, Lewis Gibson, Jordan Story, I know who he is, Valentin Sancho, is that Pulver? I don't know. In the back four behind the midfield, which is split into two parts, defensive two of Leo Leroy and Jordan Thompson behind the attacking three of Delano Bergzorg, Andrew Moran, and Thierry Small. Then it is Jay Arabi, who leads the front. On the bench is Harrison Clark, Alfie Devine, George Greiber, Andrew Hughes, Welshman, Daniel Iverson, used to play for Leicester, I think, Callum Lang, Liam Lindsay, Scotsman, yeah, I know who you are, Adam McCann, Alistair McCann, I also know who you are, and Ed Nolan. Then for Preston North End, it is Jordan Pickford, who begins in goal, back four of Merlin Roll, James Tarkovsky, Michael Keane. How is he still playing for Everton, by the way? And Vitaly Mikalenko in the back four behind the midfield, which is split into two parts, the defensive two of Harrison Armstrong and James Garner behind the attacking three of Tyler Dibbling, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, and Iliman NGI behind. Striker of choice, Tierno Barry. I would prefer Beto, personally. Up front on the bench is Carlos Alcaraz. Yes. Adam Asnu. Beto, there he is. Harvey Foster, Tyreek George, Brennan Johnson playing for Everton. Since when? Jake O'Brien, Nathan Patterson, and Mark Travers, all on that Evertonian bench. For Everton's sake, they have to win here. Too much talent not to not do so. Social media will drag them, ha, ha, ha. They'll never hear the end of it. Mari Isurs says hello. Hi. And your boyfriend is watching it at the stadium. Very nice, very nice. Well, I was watching a game too at a stadium in the Carabao Cup second round. Not my club, but a club that I do like a lot. Not the result that I wanted though at all. Very, very good performance from Leeds United. So yeah, nice to see that people are getting out to the League Cup matches. And your boyfriend is at this game at Deepdale. Right, we're going to have a quick look to the results of yesterday as well, just to point you in the direction of what has gone on. And yesterday it was a 6-1 win for Brentford. They've scored now 9 goals in 2 games, only conceding 1. Very impressive start to the season from Brentford. Another defeat to Leeds United, of course, for Nottingham Forest, and I was there witnessing it as well. Yeah, Leeds looking very, very strong is all I can say. Barnsley beating Crewe Alexandra by 3 goals to 2. Blackburn Rovers losing 2-1 at home to Sheffield United, Ewood Park. Blackpool down to 10 men and losing 4-1 to Lincoln City. Cambridge United losing 1-0 at home to Millwall. Fleetwood 4-0 winners over Shrewsbury. Ipswich Town winning 3-1 against Leicester City. Yes, good on them as well. I don't really like Leicester. Plymouth Argyle losing 4-2 to Coventry, so it sounds like Plymouth Argyle gave it some sort of a fight against Coventry. Sheffield Wednesday 0 Wolves 2. Not really surprised by that in the near slightest. Bit of a surprise that South West Ham went 4-1 winners at St Mary's over Southampton. Stevenage losing 3-0 to Reading. Stoke beaten on penalties by Hull City after a 1-1 draw. 5-4 penalty shootout win for Hull City. Walsall losing 6-5 on penalties to Leyton Orient after a 0-0 draw. Watford are being beaten 5-1 at home by Peterborough United. That was a shock and a half. Doncaster being beaten 3-1 at home by Middlesbrough. And Cardiff losing 2-1 at home to Norwich. Just give me 1 second, please, whilst I do something very quickly. I'll be back in 30 seconds' time. Okay, we're back, and we're about ready to kick off then. 5 minutes to go. Let's get Sky Sports rolling and at the ready. And again, like I say, if you do want to take a look at my Nottingham Forest versus Leeds United match day vlog, that will be out for every single person who has subscribed to the channel and has got notifications on at 5 p.m. You will get notified if you subscribe and put the notification bell ring-a-ding-a-ding. So, yeah, 5 p.m. UK time, I am putting that out. I will be finishing off the editing later tonight. And, yeah, we're going to get Sky Football on them rolling ahead of kickoff at Deepdale. So, yeah. Like I say, that big shock. I am surprised. Peterborough are League One, aren't they? 5-1 away to Watford at Vicarage Road. That is a horrendous beating for Watford. I mean, wow. That is a serious beating for Watford. Wow. Tomorrow, I won't be here tomorrow, by the way. I don't agree with the Carabao Cup continuing on to a Thursday. And I won't be interested in Chelsea and Fulham, who are both playing at home. Chelsea at home to Luton Town, Fulham at home to AFC Wimbledon. I expect both Chelsea and Fulham to comfortably win their respective matches. Fulham Wimbledon, I think, is the main game on Sky tomorrow. If you want to watch it, feel free to do so. I won't be. Our next watch along after this one will be Crystal Palace against Manchester City in the Premier League Friday night. Premier League predictions will be available on Friday. About lunchtime to 3 o'clock. Yeah, about lunchtime to 3 o'clock. Just going through the teams then over on Sky. We're ready to go, though, for kickoff. Deepdale tonight. And can Paul Heckingbottom's Preston North End, or can be nicknamed Spud Bros FC with their very unique sponsor, pull off a shock and beat Everton? Not too much distance between the two clubs, really, Liverpool and Preston. I don't know what you mean by TCE, but Wigan Casino Heart of Soul. I do like a casino. Oh, is that tonight? Ooh, I will check at half time, James. That is a question that I do want the answer to, because I want to watch it live, and I want to sit there and pray that Arsenal get a home game, because otherwise my budget is going to be a little bit stretched because of the two upcoming away games at Brighton and Forest. And as much as it might be affordable normally, I do have to pay resale prices for those tickets. So a home game would be hugely appreciated, even if it is Liverpool at home. As a matter of fact, that actually I think makes up a. Well, I'm not going to go through it right now, but basically the next Arsenal games that I'm attending, they're all going to be in the same kind of region of each other. We're going to do Everton at home, and then Forest away, Brighton away. Brighton away has got some big plans around it, so there's no chance that I'm backing out of that one. So Deepdale, the scene in the Carabao Cup. And Kieran Dewsbury Hall for Everton gets us underway here at Deepdale. Rob Sutton, 5580, is back in Everton tonight. How you doing, Rob? Ironically, that is a very, very familiar name. I'm not sure if you are the Rob Sutton that I know, but I do know Rob Sutton. Big up, though. Come on, Everton, he says. Yes, so am I. I had to cut my editing short because of a lunch outing this afternoon. So I've got to pick up again in due timing to be able to deliver your match day vlog by 5 p.m. UK time tomorrow. James Garner for Everton. Did he used to play for? Yes, he used to play for Forest. Yes. That's edge of the box. Yes, well, I mean, at the minute I'm on cap cut, but don't judge, by the way, cap cut. I'm very, very bad at editing. All right, I am not good at it in the near slightest. So I'm trying to go with an easy program which doesn't have watermarks or that. Yeah, you get me drift. Yeah, not particularly an activity that I enjoy either, editing, I must say. But it has to be done because I have content to produce and deliver. Nathan Clark, how you doing? Good to see you there, and welcome aboard to you. Yeah, welcome aboard to you, Nathan Clark. Kieran Dewsbury Hall delivers the corner for Everton. Right. Doesn't really cause Preston too much of a problem. Trying to get rid of that clock. There we go. Yeah, I have no idea what that means, but cool. Yeah, my expertise are more in cameras nowadays. I mean, wouldn't be too much of a surprise, would it, really? Considering I own two of the buggers, both sat next to me on my left. They don't normally sit next to me, by the way, either. Obviously, for editing purposes, they are here next to me today. It's Illiman and Giant. It's all Everton, really, at the minute. Going forward constantly. And Jai, edge of the box, shot from Tyler Dibbling is straight at Nichols in the Preston North End goal. If you haven't already, do make sure you are on YouTube hitting that poll, letting us know who you think will win, well, who will progress to this third round of the Carabao Cup tonight. So far, 80% have backed Everton, 20% have backed Preston. If you are on Twitch, we are going to be bringing back the cross-platform polls, and that will be back for you on Friday. And there has been a goal for West Bromwich Albion, according to Nathan Clark. In fact, I do need to get goal alerts on. Here, Dewsbury Hall, let me do that now. Price has scored for West Brom. Not right. Okay. It's, by the way, Hearts are leading 2-1 against Rapid Vienna, I think, Austria. And it is, shut up, 2-1 to Hearts in that game in the Europa Conference League qualification. Another Everton corner one. Yes, annoyingly, SoberScore has added ads. Okay, so Bradford 0, Burnley 0, Charlton 0, Tottenham 0 at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and West Bromwich Albion do lead Newcastle at St James's Park, and Isaac Price with that goal indeed. Yeah, do me a favour, get lost with these loud ads. I don't want to hear. Oh, it's annoying. The ads won't deter me from SoberScore, but it's my favourite app. So, yeah, goal flash then. Newcastle 0, West Bromwich Albion 1. He might be. He might be. I wouldn't particularly know because I don't particularly follow Everton that much. My beloved club, the club who I follow the most, is the Arsenal. They are my football club. So, and I'm glad that you like my content, Lucas Extreme. Yeah. Kate and Jonathan won't be happy. I imagine I'll be at the game at St James's tonight. Yes, for anybody in here who isn't aware, I am an Arsenal fan. Yes, that is my true club. That is the club where my emotional investment goes, my financial investment goes. Hello, Mari. It's us again. Hello. I'm not bad, thank you. What about yourself? I did get the message earlier that your boyfriend's at the game. And 10 minutes have passed, and it's 0-0. And the Everton attacking wave has calmed down a little bit. And yes, I have got a lovely big yellow triangle at the bottom left-hand corner of my screen. We have got thunderstorm warnings. I mean, it has been a bit weird this afternoon. I'm not going to lie about that. So if you are in the UK, check your weather and be mindful that there is a moderate thunderstorm warning out there tonight. And no, that thing won't go away either. I don't think. No, it won't. Yeah, a bit outdated to be fair, but I started watching football because of my boyfriend, lol, but I didn't get a ticket to this match. Fair enough, fair enough. Can't get tickets to all of them, can we? Yeah, well, I can't judge because obviously I've never worked with it. There's no content around it anymore, really. And I would never find any to buy it because obviously I've got two of the most modern two 2026 release cameras actually. I think the Action 6. When did the Action 6 come out? I think they're both 2026 models. Sharon McGrath is saying, let's go Blues, come on. Well, thank you. What am I doing? Right now I'm watching Preston against Everton in the Carabao Cup. Yeah. Okay. Well, doesn't matter. I've got the latest action camera. Oh, you should have let him buy it. You should have let him buy it, yeah. You should have let him buy it, yeah. Unfortunately, due to copyright reasons, I cannot show the game, but you can watch the match on Sky Sports Main Event or Sky Sports Football in the United Kingdom. If you do not have an active Sky Sports subscription, I do have people in the chat who may be able to offer you streaming site alternatives or alternatives to watch the match. Please be advised, though, that I do not recommend these options as it is against the law and could get you in trouble. Well, if somebody steps up to offer a streaming site or assistance of watching the match without an active Sky Sports subscription, then they will explain that for you. Thank you, Macy. Appreciate that. Well, sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry. Yeah. I've got the earpiece in. I can hear it. Yeah. Definitely an atmosphere in Deepdale, that's for sure. Yeah, the Leeds fans were singing pretty much all night last night. They were great. Yeah, they were great, the Leeds fans. So you've not got an actual match on, okay. Well, that's a tame effort. No, you spelt it right. Alfie Divine, yeah. Yeah, I don't know many. Preston are one of the clubs where I know quite a few of the players, a reasonable amount, but I don't know them all. Yeah, like Jordan Story in the starting 11. Yeah, Jordan Story, I know. and then a few on the bench. Okay. Yeah, I definitely couldn't edit while streaming. No way. Be too much multitasking that for me. Other people might be able to do that, but not me. Nope. I'm definitely an in-stadium guy. Oh, yeah. Believe me, I'm definitely an in-stadium guy. Yeah, I like to get out to the matches when and where I can. Absolutely. Two, is it? Oh, okay. So that's going to a penalty shootout then. That will be on TNT Sports, I think, if you want to watch it. And no, I'm not going to labour myself to switch to TNT just to watch a shootout today. Iliman NGI. Valentine, a problem in defence of Preston. Merlin Roll recycles. Here is Harrison Armstrong. Ricochets back into his path. Garner needs an outball. Does Dewsbury Hall try to flick it in the direction of Turner Barry, but Preston clear their lines. Back in the possession of Everton with Tarkovsky. Having a sluggish start to the season. They had a decent pre-season. Most certainly knocked them for 6. That defeats Brentford. Got absolutely schooled by Brentford, did Spurs. What? Tomorrow, Thursday? Really? Great. You can watch the match live on Sky Sports Main Event or Sky Sports Premier League in the United Kingdom. Sky Sports Football, even in the United Kingdom, rather, not Sky Sports Premier League yet. Sky Sports Main Event, Sky Sports Premier League in the... I've done it again. Sky Sports Main Event or Sky Sports Football in the UK. Please don't tell me the draw is tomorrow. Like, can somebody... Oh, I don't really... Great. Well, I'm not going to be watching it then. I've got my day planned out tomorrow already. I've got bigger fish to fry. And the bloody Champions League draw. Go Newcastle! And the Newcastle goal has been scored by to equalise against West Bromwich Albion. The Newcastle goal has been scored by still not getting the confirmation, guys. There we go. Never heard of you before, but it's Bazumana Toure, who's got Newcastle level against West Bromwich Albion. That's 1-1. Whistler from Michael Keane. It is. So looking ahead to the international break, because of an attraction that I want to visit, one of the clubs that will be involved in that big, long international break for a matchday vlog might be a bit of a surprise, but Barnsley, you're going to be included in the international break. Barnsley are at the top of the list to be included. Yes, Barnsley. Again, it's to coincide with an attraction that's in Barnsley, which is more important than the football, but I thought might as well get a matchday vlog out of it as well. And maybe we'll go watch Leicester in League One. In the away end, of course. I hate Leicester, so I would never sit in the home end. "25 minutes gone, still Preston North End 0, Everton 0. Oh, that's nice play. And Tino Barry, clinical for Everton, who lead 1-0. That's the opener at Deepdale. Goal for Tottenham as well. This is well worked. This is a good goal. It's lovely play. That Preston North End defence rips open by one. Beautiful ball over the top. Dewsbury Hall just passes it across. Tino Barry for practically a tap-in. Clinical for Everton. As Mikey Moore gets Tottenham 1-0 up against Charlton Athletic in the 41st minute. So Mikey Moore with the Spurs goal there. And Tino Barry on 25 minutes was Everton 1-0 up at Deepdale. And the Spud Bros won't be too happy, will they? By the fact that the club they sponsor and support are 1-0 down. that going to be a throw to Everton or a good tackle? Tino Barry's smiling. It is Everton's front. So just a heads up then, ahead of the Premier League weekend, we're going to be live for you. Crystal Palace, Manchester City, Friday night. And by the way, yes, game week 2, it is a full roster, a very rare full roster, but we are having a full roster this weekend. Palace, Man City on Friday, Liverpool, Forest on Saturday at 12:30. 5:30 kickoff is going to be... I've forgotten. Spurs, Newcastle. Then Super Sunday, we're going to do Leeds against Brentford. We're going to watch Leeds. I fancy Leeds, Brentford. So Leeds, Brentford is your 2 o'clock kickoff of choice for Sunday. Then we're going to watch Man United, Ipswich at 4:30. Villa, Arsenal will be available on the Tom Talks Arsenal channel from 7:45 Monday night. And yes, from 6:45 until 7:20 or 7:30, we're going to be doing you a preview show ahead of the Villa Arsenal game. So do stay tuned for that. Second goal for Tottenham against Charlton Athletic. Tottenham lead 2-0 now at home. That's offside for Preston. So Tottenham lead 2-0 against Charlton. Dominic Solanke with the second goal for Tottenham on 45 minutes. So it's going to be a 2-0 half-time lead for Spurs against Charlton Athletic. Fifty minutes to go in the first half between Preston North End and Everton. Who's number 20? Can he get out of that? Tyler Dibling. Dewsbury Hall on the edge of the box. Barry with the flick on. Return to Dewsbury Hall. Slips over in the box. That's never a foul. I don't expect there to be any appeal for a foul either. Half-time whistle's gone to Jesus Park. West Bromwich Albion still in the tie. Newcastle 1. West Bromwich Albion 1. 0-0 between Bradford and Burnley at half-time. So the Bantams giving it a good fight against Burnley. Commentators should talk about the new pitch at Preston. Yes, Deepdale has been fitted with a new pitch. And for those who are Preston supporters, you'll recall that in round 1, Preston played at Goodison. Yeah, the pitch is looking rather fresh at Deepdale, I must say. That is Vukcevic on the Left-hand side for Preston. See what I think he wins a throw there for Preston. Oh, not bad, not bad. Is it a shootout now, is it? Anyone stood out for me this half? Tino, Barry, most of the Everton players. Preston point of view, not really. Okay. Yeah, not really any Preston standouts, but most certainly a few for Everton. Yeah, they've been playing well, really, as you expect them to. You are giving us updates, yes. Hearts have won. Very good to see. Very good to see. Can they mount a title challenge again, though, in the Scottish Premiership? I wonder. We'll have to start getting our teeth into that. We'll have a look at it on Saturday. Or Sunday, whenever it's taking place, yeah. Moisey's definitely not combed. Moisey's definitely not combed his hair today. Just saw him there. Looks a bit like a grizzly beast getting up out of his seat there. It is 1-0 to Everton. Yes, it is. Tuna Barry with the goal on 25 minutes. 35 minutes gone now in this match. We always get one bot in, yeah, on Twitch. I just ignore it. Promoting AI viewers, something like that. Cheers. Half-time whistle's gone at Spurs. 2-0 they lead against Charlton at half-time. I was a bit disappointed yesterday, I won't lie. The bloody Forest, though. I'm looking for some improvement from them against... It's all right. You've been watching Bradford against Burnley. It's 0-0, so... Yeah, rip-off. Yeah, but £5 tickets, though. I mean, it was a... I mean, if you wanted to attend that game, bargain. £5 a ticket. What? One stadium. Yeah, rest in peace, Dolly Parton. I didn't really know who she was. I mean, I'm not really into country music, but I'm not surprised at £5. I'm not at all surprised at £5. It's very, very good that they've done that. One of your horses, as in a horse, a pet horse or a betting horse? Because some people may refer to a horse as their horse that they bet on, their favourite horse to bet on. I don't bet on horses. Tyler Dibbling had a go. Really? You only bet on Grand National? Yeah, I don't. I don't bother at all with anything horses, greyhounds. Well, no, it's not. It's not. Oh, do they? It's not good. Well, I mean, it's not great, but I wouldn't say it's abuse. Right. It breaks the hook. Right. Okay. Maybe there are a few controversies with horse betting then. They're in it, Preston. Everton looking much better. And then 1-0 up. It's gone right through. That's a nutmeg on Tyler Dibley, in fact. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not really interested in farm animals or farm things, but each to their own. No worries. Right. Yeah, got a couple on. Got a couple on. Four minutes to go in the first half. Preston North End 0, Everton 1. Deepdale. Here, I bet on Everton to win. Fenerbahce, fair enough. Fair enough. Spurs will win. Spurs are 2-0 up. West Bromwich Albion giving Newcastle a good go, though. St James's Park. Everton will win, in my opinion. Like I say, they're in it, Preston, though. No doubt about that. They're in it. They're definitely in it. Might not be in it anymore. Dibbling running through the middle. Good tackle defensively. Was Vučković in there with the tackle, number 3. About a minute and a half left of the 45 minutes. The first half, I'm not sure if we'll get the added time. Don't think we will. I'm a bit surprised they're struggling against West Brom, to be fair, mate. Yeah, they are. Everton are playing well in attacking sense. Gavin McLaren, yeah. I think they'll win. Yeah. I think they'll win. They should win. Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't. Would go down as a shock, really. Especially when you consider how well they played against Liverpool on Sunday. Dibbling had a great effort on the turn. That is a powerful effort on the turn. Beaten away by the goalie, though, Nichols. No worries. He's saying 2-0 full time, are you? This game. I don't know. I'd like to see Everton get a few more second half. We'll see. See you later, mate. No surprise there. Kylian Mbappe. 1 minute at a time at the end of the first half here. Merlin roll, inviting ball across. Jordan Story clearing these lines for Preston North End at the back. Could be a counter-attack. Small. He's taken on Mikalenko. There's the cross. It's been met as well. Moran looped in and then chested back by, I think, Mikalenko to Jordan Pickford. And that should end the half. It will end the half. And the half-time score, Preston North End 0, Everton 1. Tino Barry's goal on 25 minutes difference at Deepdale. The half-time score, Preston North End 0, Everton 1. It's 4. Okay. There you go. So half-time, 1-0 to Everton. Fantasy, I don't think there is fantasy for the Carabao Cup. Might be wrong, but I don't really do fantasy anyway, me personally. I'm not I'm not at all interested in that kind of stuff. I'm more interested in predicting scores, that kind of lark. So, right. You're predicting 1-1, or it is 1-1. Let's have a look. No, it's 1-1. Yeah, they've equalised. Lucas Sukic with the equaliser for Real Sociedad on 44 minutes, just 4 minutes after Kylian Mbappe, assisted by Federico Valverde, got the opener. So Real Madrid pegged back by Real Sociedad and going to go in at half-time 1-1. I've seen, yeah. I'll keep you posted on if anything happens. I'm going to leave that up for a minute, actually, and just see what happens between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad in round 1 of the La Liga. Pat, why are you starting a league season in midweek? There is a high attacking phase at the end of the... 2-1 Newcastle. So Newcastle have a 2-1 lead. Harvey Barnes, of course it is. Newcastle 2, West Bromwich Albion 1. And it's half-time at the Bernabeu. 1-1 between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad. And yeah, they're back underway at Bradford. Still 0-0 between them and Burnley. And it's been more Burnley, reasonably even though. There is some Champions League qualification matches going on as well. AEK from Greece, 3-0 up against Levski from Bulgaria. Celje from Slovenia, 1. Slovan Bratislava from Slovakia, 1. Lyon 0, Fenerbahce 2. Ooh. And Viking from Norway, 1. Dinamo Zagreb from Croatia, 1. And yes, Hearts with a 4-3 penalty shootout win over SK Rapid from Austria. And the second half has just got back underway at Tottenham, who lead 2-0 against Charlton Athletic in the Carabao Cup. But yeah, looking ahead to the Premier League weekend, Crystal Palace, Man City on Friday night. Your next watched on with us. And then Liverpool against Nottingham Forest on Saturday. and also Spurs and Newcastle, with Coventry playing Hull, and Everton's next game in the Premier League is Bournemouth away. Just showing us some of the highlights on the first half. Sky at the minute. Got to put this on. So not long to go for the second half then. Probably about 7-8 minutes, I'd say, really. Maybe 6-7 minutes, actually, rather. 1 minute at a time, yeah. And I'm just keeping an eye across the scores for you as well. If the goal goes in, I will let you know. But yeah, just looking ahead to tomorrow's games then. Again, like I say, it is both the two West London clubs at home. I'm surprised that that's been allowed to happen, where Chelsea and Fulham are both at home at the same time. But Chelsea play Luton, 7:30 kickoff. Stamford Bridge, Craven Cottage, Fulham, Wimbledon is 8 o'clock. And there is more European qualification, Europa League qualification, and Conference League qualification taking place as well. Plenty of that. More La Liga games as well. Celta Vigo against Osasuna and Barcelona against Athletic Bilbao. Friday, we've got two choices. Two viewing choices of viewing. Wrexham against Birmingham is the Championship offering on Friday night, but Crystal Palace, Man City in the Premier League. Looking ahead to the EFL Championship side of Saturday, where Derby County hosts Swansea at 12:30, as do the Middlesbrough host West Bromwich Albion, and Wolves are at home to Stoke. 3 o'clock kickoffs include Blackburn against Queen's Park Rangers, Bolton against Lincoln City, Bristol City against Portsmouth, Cardiff against Sheffield United, Charlton against Preston North End, Norwich against Burnley, Southampton hosting Millwall at home, and Watford away for West Ham. That's going to be an interesting one, because Watford did beat Southampton. Did they? Yes, Southampton at Vicarage Road, but of course lost in the Carabao Cup yesterday, 5-1 at home to Peterborough United. League One's offering is Blackpool against Peterborough, MK Dons against Leicester, the 12:30 kickoffs. 3 o'clocks include Cambridge United against Huddersfield Town, Leyton Orient against Barnsley, Notts County hosting Burton Albion. That is a bit of a local rivalry. That not too far away from each other at all. Plymouth Argyle against Bradford City, Sheffield Wednesday Bromley, Stevenage Doncaster, and Stockport County against Wycombe Wanderers. Then League Two. 2 at 12:30, 1 at 1 o'clock, Rotherham Chesterfield at 1, Barnet Cheltenham and Port Vale Crew at 12:30, Colchester against Rochdale at 3 o'clock, Crawley against Bristol Rovers, 3 o'clock, Gillingham Northampton, 3 o'clock, Grimsby Fleetwood, 3 o'clock, Newport County against Tranmere Rovers, 3 o'clock, Oldham Athletic against Swindon Town, 3 o'clock, Shrewsbury against Salford, 3 o'clock, Walsall against Accrington Stanley, 3 o'clock, and York City against Exeter, 3 o'clock. Nice. Yep, and that's his career down. Ooh. I wonder if they'll get him back. I don't know. We'll see. That'll be interesting. I wonder how much West Ham will want for their midfield maestro. Has been lined up as a potential Ollie Watkins replacement. The price of the deal. Oh, okay. Tuesday is deadline day. Ooh, I think I did know that, but it should be an interesting day. Nico Gonzalez has moved to Newcastle, or different Gonzalez. Yeah, Nico Gonzalez. Yeah, okay. Ready for the second half? Ready then at Deepdale. I'm not interested at all. To be fair, I'm not. I would personally let him go to Barca. I'm not interested at all in Alvarez personally. Never had that big of an interest. And that doesn't change for me. Second half is about to get underway then. Deepdale. Will Everton progress? I think so. Here we go. And I will keep you posted on what happens around the grounds as well over the course of the next 45 minutes. Or 30 minutes in this case, with the 7:45 kickoffs already being 15 minutes into their second halves. Scores on the doors, though, are Newcastle 2, West Bromwich Albion 1, Tottenham 2, Charlton 0, and Bradford City 0, Burnley 0. Not easy. That's all I'm going to say. Not easy. Yeah, watch Tottenham. You'll see goals. you will see goals, definitely. Chance here for Birksall. It's going to be a corner for Preston. I think Tarkovsky made the block. Birksall with the effort for Preston North End, and it was definitely a well carved out effort. That's dangerous into the box. Everton clear their lines. Preston trying to keep it alive, but it's over. And there's definitely a good counter on here. 3-on-2 for Everton. The Preston defence stretched. It's going to be a corner. Dewsbury Hall denied by Nichols. And that was end-to-end. A little bit slow with the 3-on-2. James Garner to take the corner from the left-hand side. If you haven't already, do make sure you are leaving a like on the stream. Hit that subscribe if you are new, and share the channel around with your friends. Let us know who you think is going to win via the poll as well. And just a reminder that subscribing to the channel is completely free of charge. It does not cost a penny, and it helps out the channel humongously. So if you haven't already, do make sure you are smashing that subscribe button with your notification bells on as well, because we are posting a match day vlog tomorrow, which is coming out at 5 o'clock. So you will want to make sure that you're notified for that coming out. Hello, Jack. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome on. We've had 50 votes on the poll so far, and 80% remain backing Everton on the poll to progress. 20% backing Preston North End. Yes, can you... I'm going to send a link, and I want you to click it, and then I want you to send me your number. And I do need your video of predictions by tomorrow, please. So yeah, that is just for Jack. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. So yeah, you click that link, and that should direct you to the YouTube direct messaging service where you can yeah, and let me know when you've clicked the link as well, because I'm going to delete it. It's not an open offer. Yeah, have you clicked it? Have you? I need you to click it so I can delete it. And so that you're investing in it, let's also get.
That might have been the most exhilarating draw I have ever seen. The Carabao Cup round 3 draw home and away for the teams that are playing in Europe. I mean, it was unbelievable. Villa fans, they might have a point about this whole corruption thing because what is it? 2 of them playing away, 6 of them playing home. So 6 of them get to play home. We don't know who's who. Oh, that's the real big issue.
Oh, we're playing away. Okay, I've not received anything yet. Yep. Have you got the YouTube app? Yeah, have you got the YouTube app? I'm going to take it as a no. Okay, Iliman Ndiaye. Tino Barry. This is the only other way that I can think of to do it discreetly. Don't enable your camera or anything like that. I'm not adding you as a guest, but jump in the studio. There's a private chat in here, and you can send it me through there. Once you've sent the message, just leave the studio. And yeah. And again, no, we're not accepting guests. It's just so that he can send the message because clearly the YouTube direct messaging service is not going to work. You got Spurs and Sky Plus. Nice, nice. Still looking for the Bradford game at the minute. Still 0-0 between Bradford City and Burnley. "19 minutes to go." It's a very good effort from Bradford. "35 minutes to go here at Deepdale. Preston North End 0, Everton 1. Well, slightly more, a bit more leeway on the poll for Preston North End. 25% now back in them. 56%, 50 votes, 75% back in Everton. James Garner from range wide. How you doing, Dan Hughes? Good to see you on the board, mate. I'm not bad, thank you, mate. I'm not bad, thank you. Goal for Tottenham, 3-0 they lead. Kevin Danson. Story with the interception. And Small for Preston North End. What? I don't care. I don't care. Truthfully. Yeah, 3-0 Tottenham. Oh, Tuesday icing. For the ricochet, Turner Barry. Deep down, right before the hour mark, Everton take a 2-0 lead. That should be the tie to bed. And Everton through to round 3. And just as Preston was starting to ascend as well and get more confident in the game, positive play going forward. And there you go, Iliman NGI to Dewsbury Hall, who gets another assist for Tino Barry. Everton cruising to round 3 at Deepdale this evening. They're going to bring on a few changes here. Callum Lang signed from Portsmouth. And McCann replacing Small and Arabi. West Bromwich Albion have been awarded a penalty at St James's Park. And hello, yes, Jack. If you go over to private chat, that's where the chat is. That's private, and that's where you can privately type your. There, he's got it. There you go. Lovely. Cheers, mate. I will add that to my phone shortly. Thank you, mate. So West Bromwich Albion penalty, and just showing me the Kevin Danso goal for Tottenham. West Bromwich Albion level at St James's Park for the penalty spot. No. No, I can't because I'm an Arsenal fan. Nolan Richardson. West Bromwich Albion's goal scorer from the penalty spot, Isaac Price, 2-2. Yes, I will do. Thank you, matey. I've got it in the private chat now, saved up. Yeah. All right, changes to Everton, and yeah, why not? James Garner, his day is done. He's replaced. And Tyler Dibling is also coming off. I think it's Nathan Patterson and Brennan Johnson, the two replacements for Tyler Dibling and James Garner. Two Englishmen for one Englishman and a Welshman. The other way round. Brennan Johnson on being the Welshman. In fact, is Nathan Patterson not Scottish? Fabulous, yeah. All I ask, basically, for the Premier League predictions is camera on for me. Make sure that we can hear what you're saying. And yeah, please do them in the order that they appear on the Premier League app as well, because that's what the order I'll do them in. And then, yeah, if you can do individual clips, great. Yeah. And I will just tie them in to my clips. And yeah, obviously, you will be participating in the Tom versus guests score tally. And yes, I have picked my filming location. It's going to be the Broadmarsh Zone in Nottingham. So we're not going to do it if the weather's nice. We're going to do it in the Broadmarsh Zone. Goal for Newcastle. They lead 3-2. They go back in front from a equaliser for the penalty spot. Newcastle's goal scorer second of the night for him. It's Harvey Barnes with a race. 3-2. Richie 67, Everton. Yes, 2-0 to Everton with 24 minutes to go. Big up to you. NGI, look at the space. Surely it's a third for Everton. Good tackle. Good tackle, last ditch. He was in NGI. Just about a good tackle. Goals both coming from Turner Barry for Everton. You want young Tyler Diblin to score to boost his confidence. Nice. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. You're definitely cruising, that's for sure. 24 shots for Everton, 8 on target, 4 for Preston. Just the 1 on target, yeah. Some domination. It's been a very solid performance for Everton overall, really. Been comfortable in the game. Barry across, and that's slashed by Dewsbury Hall. And there is still no goal between Bradford and Burnley. It's a very good effort by Bradford, I must say. 5 minutes to go there. And Real Madrid do lead Real Sociedad by 2-1. Kylian Mbappe, with both the goals of Real Madrid, got them back in front on the hour mark. And it is currently Real Madrid 2, Real Sociedad 1. Who? I appreciate your compliments, Freddie Walker. Bit inappropriate to say I'm cute, but yeah. Space for Everton. Tap in for Tino Barry. 3-0 game to bed. And it sure is a Barry hat-trick. That's all right. Job done for Everton, no questions asked. Preston North End's Carabao Cup run is over, and they are cruising to a victory here, Everton, tonight. The Toffees have most certainly got a sweet toffee taste in the mouths tonight with a 3-0 scoreline. Swift play, and yet another tap-in for Tino Barry. I don't particularly like Everton. I am an Arsenal fan initially, but I am watching this game tonight, and Everton are playing enjoyable football. Okay, well, still a little bit weird. They're coming forward again here, Everton. Looking to really make hay. That's a fourth. And this time it's Brennan Johnson with his first goal for Everton. And it's beginning to turn into a battery for Preston North End. But Everton, clinical in attack and finishing of the highest order this evening. Preston North End 0, Everton 4. And as Everton go 4-0 up, Tottenham do the same thing against Charlton Athletic. They lead 4-0 also, Tottenham, and the fourth Tottenham goal scorer is Savinho with his first goal for Spurs, who also lead 4-0. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. I mean, Johnson getting his foot. I don't know. No, it's Tiana Barry's. Isn't it? He's got a hat trick. Thanks. What do you mean when? I would hope that I want Arsenal to win the League Cup. Yes, definitely. In terms of where we've won the league, we've won the league at Anfield, we've won it at the Lane twice, Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford, and no one can say the same. And of course, we were coronated at Selhurst Park last season. I wouldn't say we've won it at Selhurst Park, but most certainly coronated there. I am a gooner. Chance, that's offside. NGI did put it in the back of the net anyway. The Everton fans cheered, but not going to count. I don't think anybody minds. And it's a fifth for Tottenham against Charlton Athletic, who are now suffering a battering. Tottenham 5, Charlton 0. Should set them up nicely for the weekend against Newcastle. And the fifth Tottenham goal has been scored by Ben Davis. That's what you do, yeah. Well, I'd like to batter Chelsea personally. Preston corner here. Going for a flat, short routine. I'm the biggest fan of those. Lang had a go. Good effort, really, yeah. Clark. Head through. The counter Everton. NGI. Out to Barry. Did he? mx.cca. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard, mate. Millhouse. Been a long time since I watched The Simpsons, so I don't know who that is. Charlton gets a goal back against Tottenham. 5-1, the scoreline at Tottenham now. And the goal scorer for Charlton is Lloyd Jones. So a consolation for Charlton, and it's 5-1. Another corner here for Preston. Right. No. Your chats are showing, mate. Don't worry. They are showing. You haven't been blocked. Hello. It's just that whether or not I choose to show them on the screen. Yeah. I think he was referring to them coming up on the screen or not. I'm all right, mate. What about you? I'm a gooner. I don't know what you mean by gooner final boss, but I'm a gooner. Full-time whistle's gone. They are awaiting a penalty shootout at Bradford, between Bradford and Burnley. Excellent effort from Bradford, I must say, to get that far. Okay, I'm not going to pin that comment, Freddie, but that is quite an inappropriate question. You have been quite inappropriate as well, so no more or else I will give you a timeout. I'm really obsessed. No, because you've asked the question again and you continue to be inappropriate, I'm going to give you a timeout because it's, yeah, just why? Quite a few Everton changes here. Full-time score is Newcastle 3, West Bromwich Albion 2. Newcastle progress. Barry can't quite see the job through. I'm off with about 8 minutes to go. And he's got a hat trick to his name. I don't know, mate, where Bales is, but I don't know. I'll drag Bales in on Friday. And your next watch along on Tom Talks Football is going to be Crystal Palace against Manchester City, Friday night football, 7:45. We kick off there for the 8 o'clock start. Premier League predictions will be available at 5 p.m. on 3 p.m. on Friday. So, Jack, if I could please ask you to send yours through by 3 p.m. UK time tomorrow, that would be great. And tomorrow, 5 p.m. UK time, the match day vlog for Nottingham Forest against Leeds United will be available to you all. Tyreek George. He'll be back, don't worry. He is going on holiday to Egypt. He's very excited about that, so he will be out of action for that period. So that's a deflect. Nice. Well, we'll do. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. But yeah, for now, your duty is Premier League predictions because you're my first guest. And yeah, once again, about 3 p.m. UK time. We'll have them on Friday. So yeah, I don't know what your American time difference is, but if you could get them to me in a reasonable time tomorrow, that'd be great. Okay, we've got penalty shootout notifications coming through, and Burnley have scored the first penalty against Bradford. And we'll let you know who wins the shootout. One in the shootout, Bradford. I got it. Yeah. Zeki Amdouni has missed for Burnley in the shootout, so advantage Bradford. Everton are just passing away to full time here, really. Two 2-1 Bradford lead in the shootout. Offside. We'll try and get forward. They would have free kick there, Preston. They've missed another penalty, Jakob Bruun Larsen, and Burnley are about to get knocked out by Bradford City. Mbappe again. Hat-trick for him. And by Divine, that's goal kick. I think Burnley are out. I think Burnley are out, guys. What a shock that is. I think Burnley are out. What a story that's going to be. Bradford City 3, Burnley 1 on penalties. Burnley have missed 2 straight pens. They have scored the next one, though. Marcus Edwards. Ball down the top. Preston. A chance to attack. Picked it out. No problems for him. Don't think we'll get much added time, to be fair. I did not. None. Fall to Adam Phillips. That might be it. See you later, Rob. See you later. The League Cup, Carabao Cup, and that is it. Bradford City have knocked out Burnley. It's well. Yes, the League Cup, Carabao Cup, yes. Burnley are out. Burnley in roll. Get away for now. Carlos Alcaraz. There'll be 2 additional minutes at the end of the game here. 2 minutes at a time. Armstrong with the winning of the ball. Harrison Armstrong had a go. Curl wide. Probably not. Probably not, because they take forever with a draw normally. I know we're away. So, yeah. Yeah. Full-time whistle. And it's comfortable for Everton as they progress to the third round after a 4-0 win at Deepdale. A hat-trick for Tierno Barry tonight. And the Toffees not at all stuck in the mud here. With a 4-0 victory at Deepdale, they have sailed their way through to the third round. The final score. Deepdale tonight is Preston North End 0. Everton 4. Just a reminder then, Tottenham knocked out Charlton also by 5-1. Burnley beaten by Bradford City on penalties in the end. So Burnley go out. Newcastle also through with a 3-2 win over West Bromwich Albion. Those are the final scores. And for Preston at Deepdale, not their night. And Everton sail to the third round. The final score at Deepdale. Once more tonight is Preston North End 0, Everton 4. And you join me next on Friday night at 7:45 for the 8 o'clock kickoff. It's Crystal Palace against Manchester City.